We continue reading from Sri Caitanya Caritamrita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We are reading from Adi Lila, chapter 4, text 200 and 201. We've been hearing about the internal reason for Lord Krishna to come as Lord Chaitanya. Nirupadi prema yanha tanha eriti priti vishaya sukhe ashrayera priti. Nija premanande Krishna sevananda bhade se anandera prati bhaktera haya mahakrode. Whenever there is unselfish love, that is its style. The reservoir of love derives pleasure when the lovable object is pleased. When the pleasure of love interferes with the service of Lord Krishna, the devotee becomes angry towards such ecstasy. So now the nature of pure love. As mentioned above, the gopis are the predominated lovers and Sri Krishna is the predominator, the beloved. The love of the predominated nourishes the love of the predominator. So the gopis' love for Krishna is so much. They want to give so much pleasure to Krishna that it nourishes Krishna's love. The gopis had no desire for selfish enjoyment. Their feeling of happiness was indirect, for it was dependent on the pleasure of Krishna. So the gopis, they didn't want to feel happy. They were not looking, how will I feel happy? They were not saying, oh, let me make Krishna happy so I can feel happy. No, they were just saying, let me make Krishna happy so Krishna will become happy. So Krishna can enjoy. That is their intention. Causeless love of Godhead is always so. Such pure love is possible only when the predominated is made happy by the happiness of the predominator. Such unadulterated love is exemplified when the lover deprecates her happiness if it hinders her from discharging her service. So the gopis are saying, I don't want to be happy. This happiness is not allowing me to serve Krishna more. So I don't want this. I just want to serve Krishna more so he can be happy. And this is pure love. In pure love, the intention is only how can I see Krishna happy? That is the intention. I don't want to be happy. This happiness is coming in my way of serving him. So the gopis are becoming angry towards such ecstasy because when the ecstatic symptoms come, then there are 8 ecstatic symptoms, then, which might hinder you from doing the service because the heart is so overfilled with love, with happiness. But the gopis don't care. They say, I don't want this ecstasy. I don't want it. I just want to serve Krishna. Angastam stambharambam utungayantam premanandam daruko nabhayanandat kamsarate vigyane yena sakshat akshodayan antarayo vyadhayi. Sri Daruka did not relish his ecstatic feelings of love, for they caused his limbs to become stunned and thus obstructed his service of fanning Lord Krishna. This verse is from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 3.2.62. So Srila Rupa Goswami, he has written the Bhakti Shastra, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which Srila Prabhupada translated as Nectar of Devotion. In that he is writing. Now who's Sri Daruka? Daruka is Krishna's charioteer. He's his servant. His charioteer's name is Daruka. So Daruka is fanning Krishna, but he's feeling so happy by fanning Krishna. He's feeling so happy that his heart is overfilled. And because his heart is filled with love, what has happened? That his hands and legs have become stunned. He's not able to move it because of so much happiness. And because of this, he's not able to continue fanning Krishna. And then he's not happy about it. He says, I don't want to feel this ecstatic symptoms. Many people imitate to get this ecstatic symptoms so that others will say, oh, wow, such a great devotee. Somebody's feeling this ecstatic symptoms means they're really very advanced. So some people try to imitate that I have this ecstatic symptoms. But the pure devotees, what do they want? They don't want this ecstatic symptom. They say, what will I do with this? This is stopping me to serve Krishna. I want to serve him. I want to make him happy. And why is this service? Why? What is the service? Service is a symptom of love. When we love someone, we want to automatically serve them. The more we love someone, the more we want to serve. So this is pure love. Govinda Preksha Nakshepi Baspa Pura Vivarshinam Ucher Anindad Anandam Aravinda Vilochana. The lotus-eyed Radharani powerfully condemned the ecstatic love that caused a flow of tears that hindered her sight of Govinda. This verse is also from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.3.54. So Srila Rupa Goswami continues, he's saying, Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani has lotus eyes. And what was she doing with her lotus eyes? She was seeing Govinda. She was seeing Govinda, but by seeing him, she was feeling so much love. Her love overpowered, her heart was overpowered so much with love that her eyes were shedding tears. The love was flowing through her eyes in the form of tears. And then because of the tears, she was not able to see Govinda's face properly. And so she said, what is this? I don't want these tears. She's condemning the ecstatic love that caused the flow of tears. She said, I don't want this. I just want to be able to see Govinda. By seeing, this is service also. When we are seeing Krishna, we are serving him with our eyes. He's made it so easy. We don't do anything, just sit and look at him. And this is serving him by looking at him. And so by looking at him, Srimati Radharani is crying and she's saying, I just want to see him. The tears are not letting me see him. Ara Shuddha Bhakta Krishna Prema Seva Vine Swa Sukhartha Salokya Adina Kare Grahane. Furthermore, pure devotees never forsake the loving service of Lord Krishna to aspire for their own personal pleasure through the 5 kinds of liberation. A pure devotee of Krishna who loves him exclusively will flatly refuse to accept any sort of liberation, beginning from merging with the body of the Lord and extending to the other varieties of liberation, such as equality of form, opulence, or abode, and the opulence of living near the Lord. So what does a pure devotee want? A pure devotee has so much love for Krishna. Out of his love for Krishna, he just wants to serve Krishna. He doesn't want anything else. He loves him so much. He always wants to serve Krishna. And for that sake, he is not hankering for his own pleasure. Oh, that I will be happy if I do this. I will be happy if I get liberation. But he's saying, I don't want that. What I want, I love Krishna so much, I want to serve him out of love for Krishna. And what are the 5 kinds of liberation? The first one is the liberation merging with the body of the Lord. That is the impersonal, going in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. That is merging in the body of the Lord, going in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. So the devotee does not want that. The devotee also does not want that he gets sarupya. that he gets the same form as the Lord, that he has 4 hands looking like Lord Narayan. No, he doesn't want. He does not want to be as rich as the Lord. Because we saw in Vaikuntha, we can get it. We can get the same form as the Lord if we want. We can get the same riches as we want. And live on the same planet on the Lord. Also, they don't want. They also don't want to live near the Lord. Only they can accept these things only if they are able to serve the Lord. Wherever they are able to serve the Lord, they will accept this liberation. If not, they say, we don't want the liberation, we want to serve the Lord. What is this service form then? How come? That means service to Krishna can give one more pleasure than staying in the Brahmajyoti? Then service to the Lord can give one more pleasure than looking like the Lord himself, or living in the same planet like the Lord, or being close, living near the Lord. But yes, service to the Lord gives more pleasure. Why? Because one is situated in a personal relationship with the Lord then. There's a personal, loving, reciprocal love relationship. The devotee is serving Krishna out of love, and Krishna is reciprocating with that devotee. There's a relationship there, a personal relationship. And that's what gives so much pleasure to the devotee, that he just wants that. He does not care for any liberation. Because in any of those 5 times of liberation, there is no personal relationship with Krishna. There's no personal relationship. And Krishna is so sweet, so lovable, that a devotee just wants to have a relationship with him. Could be in any form, as a servant, as a parent, as a lover, or as a friend. Just having this relationship with Krishna is so pleasing. So that is love for Krishna. Madguna Shruti Matrena Mai Sarva Guhashaye Manogatir Avichinna Yatha Gangam Vaso Ambudao. Just as the celestial waters of the Ganges flow unobstructed into the ocean, so when my devotees simply hear of me, their minds come to me, who reside in the hearts of all. So the Ganges always will go find her way to the ocean. Somehow or the other, the Ganges she flows into the ocean. No one can stop her flow to the ocean. And then what about the devotees? As soon as they hear of them, it said simply hear. They're just hearing of Krishna. They're just hearing. Then what happens? Immediately the mind of the devotee is with Krishna. The mind comes to me, he says, who reside in the hearts of all. Krishna, he's the Paramatma in everyone's heart. He's the Paramatma in everyone's heart. And just by hearing about Krishna, our minds get attached to Krishna. So this is what the devotee want. They want to continuously hear and chant about Krishna, and in this way associate with Krishna, feel the love of Krishna, experience the love of Krishna, experience the sweetness of Krishna, experience the wonderful qualities of Krishna by hearing about Krishna and his pastimes. Oh, Krishna is so sweet. Oh, he's so amazing. Oh, he's so wonderful. Oh, he's so jovial. Krishna is also very jovial. Lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunasya hi udharitam ahe tuki avyavahita ya bhakti hi purushottame. There are the characteristics of transcendental loving service to Purushottam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is causeless and it cannot be obstructed in any way. So these are the characteristics. As the Ganges can never be obstructed, Ganges will flow to the ocean. So transcendental loving service to Purushottam. So a devotee Each of us, each and every living entity has this transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord. Each of us. It is causeless. There's no cause for it. We have it. And it cannot be obstructed. We may try to stop it in some way or the other, but eventually we will reach to the Supreme Lord. Eventually the Ganges, she begins her journey. Eventually she does go to the ocean. So each and every one of us has this causeless, unobstructed love for Krishna. And we are gonna be reaching him. So transcendental loving service to Purushottam. It's just some of us have already revived it and some of us not yet. So, and once when it is revived, when it's revived, it cannot be obstructed. It can't be stopped. Salokya sarshti sarupya samipa katvam api uta diyamanam nagrananti vinamat sevanam janaha. My devotees do not accept salokya, sarshti, sarupya, and samipya, or oneness with me, even if I offer these liberations in preference to serving me. These three verses from Srimad Bhagavatam 3:29, 11 to 13 were spoken by Lord Krishna in the form of Kapila Dev. So Kapila Dev gives Kapila Shiksha to Devahuti, where he's describing the position of the devotees. And what do the devotees want? They just simply want to hear Krishna. Even if Krishna tells them that you merge into the divine light, or you come and stay on the same planet, or you take the same riches, same as me, or you look like me, or you can have some direct association with me, but they don't want it. They want to serve me. This is what Krishna is saying. The devotee feels highest pleasure. So we should try to understand that there is amazing, great pleasure in serving the Lord. Otherwise, why would the devotees want that? Each of us wants pleasure. Each of us wants bliss. So why are the devotees wanting this? Because this gives the devotee the highest bliss, the highest pleasure, to see Krishna happy. When Krishna is happy, Krishna shares the happiness he's feeling with the devotee, and the devotee feels million times happier than Krishna himself. Of course, the intention of the pure devotee is pure. And so it's not the intention of the pure devotee is not that I will be happy if I serve Krishna, but because he has so much love for Krishna, he just wants to serve Krishna out of love. Just serve Krishna. Mat sevaya pratitam te salokyadi chatushtayam nechanti sevaya purna kuto anyat kala viplutam. My devotees, having fulfilled their desires by serving me, do not accept the 4 kinds of salvation that are easily earned by such service. Why then should they accept any pleasures that are lost in the course of time? This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 9.467 was spoken by the Lord in connection with the characteristics of Maharaj Ambarish. Merging into the existence of the Absolute is as temporary as living in the celestial kingdom. Both of them are controlled by time. Neither position is permanent. So the devotees, what do they want? They're just happy to serve Krishna. They don't want anything else. So Krishna is saying, when he's speaking about Maharaj Ambarish, that the devotees are like that. They have no other desire. All their desires are fulfilled just by simply serving me. So they do not even want any kinds of salvation. So if they don't even want salvation, why will they want this material desires? They don't want to go to the heavenly kingdom. They don't want to go to the impersonal Brahma Jyoti, because both those situations are temporary. They are lost in time. So what they want, their heart is full. They don't need anything more as long as they are serving me. That is the position of a pure devotee. This is the position of a pure devotional service. So just by appreciating, just by understanding that such pure devotion exists, just by appreciating pure devotion, just by aspiring for pure devotion, we get purified. We get purified. Just by hearing about pure devotion, oh wow, the devotees love Krishna so much that they don't want anything else. Just by appreciating it, we get purified. Any comments or questions? If no, then we'll stop here for today. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Prem.